go. So Jumbo, hello everybody. My name is Eileen. I'm going to be your game warden photo safari through Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Friends, I do ask you, please remain seated at all times. It's very, very bumpy out here, and it's for your safety. Above your heads is a wonderful animal spotting guide. A guide will help you identify the many animals that we could be seeing. And make sure your cameras are out and ready to go, and possibly switched over to sports or action mode. To reserve rules, I kind of saw for all the animals on the reserve. I can only pause for about 5 seconds and in certain areas. Having your camera switched over to sports or action mode will give you amazing photos. Quick show of hands. Raise your hand if it is your very first time on safari. Any first timers out there? Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome! Do we have any returning safari guests? Welcome back, welcome back! And raise your hand if you feel like raising your hand. How's it going? So what animal do you want to see the most? Lions! Maybe some cheetahs? Maybe her giraffes out there? Definitely giraffes? Do I hear a zebra? Possibly. Let's go find some animals. Whee! We are now entering the reserve, the Toturi Forest. This forest is home to quite a few animals, but we've got to keep a watchful eye out. Many of these animals' natural colorings and markings allow them to blend in almost seamlessly to their surroundings. If you look over to your right, there's an Okapi and the yellow-backed duiker. The yellow-backed duiker is a small animal. The name duiker is Afrikaans. It means diver. When scared, they're going to dive into the bushes. The Okapi looks like a brown horse wearing zebra pants. But the Okapi is actually not the horse or the zebra at all. They are instead the only living relative of the giraffe. What a thunk. They're very shy animals and weren't discovered until 1901. There's a watering hole over here towards our left-hand side. And watering holes are very important gathering places here in the forest. For example, the water's edge is a large black and white bird with a bright orange, yellow, and black beak. That is a saddle-bill stork. They're about 5 feet tall and have an 8 to 9 foot wingspan. That is a big bird. Also around here, we look out for some black rhinos. Black rhinos are incredibly rare. They've been hunted by the hundreds of thousands for their horns. And there's less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the entire world today. So see, that one right there is pretty awesome. It's in the very far back. It's a rock with a pile of hay in its mouth, basically.
Yeah, I did.
Sit down, sit down.
Oh, and this little guy is taking a nap. He's all tuckered out from doing nothing all day. Black rhinos weigh about 3,000 pounds on average. And like all rhinos, black rhinos rely mostly on their sense of smell and hearing, both of which are phenomenal because their eyesight is pretty awful. In fact, black rhinos cannot see beyond 30 feet. That rhino used to be one giant blur. There's something in a deep forest over here towards our left. Alright, do you see that dark brown animal with the thin tan stripes? Way back there? That is a bongo. They're so shy they're called the ghosts of the forest. See the bongo out in the open? Almost never happens. Looks like it's time for us to leave behind the more heavily wooded area of the forest and enter the riverlands. Like the forest, rivers are home to quite a few animals. But today, we're going to the Safi River, which is home to one very famous animal. Keep a lookout for the mighty hippopotamus, who is currently sound asleep. There are two on the far, far back section of the right-hand side. If you don't see them, don't worry. There are more hippos further up ahead. Hippos spend most of their time in the water, and they can stay fully submerged for about 8 minutes at a time. See those shadows in the water? Those are hippos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's a pretty hippo face. And there it goes. I guess they're being shy. There are some large pelicans over here towards our left. These are pink-backed pelicans. They're named for their pink backs, and both the male and the female help to care for the egg and the baby. Oh, here's some more hippo friends. Alright friends, please remain seated for me, including little ones. Please place their just down your lap. Hippos are nocturnal animals. At nighttime they come out onto land to eat about 150 pounds of grass each. A fully grown hippo weighs a bit over 5,500 pounds. And they can actually outrun a person. Hippos have a top running speed of 35 miles an hour. Heads up friends, over towards your left. There's some real live Nile crocodiles. That crocodile has its tail over its friend's head. Crocodiles can remain underwater for about 2 hours at a time. One thrust of their powerful tail can propel them an entire body length forward. And they can reach about 20 feet long. Some of these crocodiles are as long as a giraffe is tall. On that note, we are so out of here. We're leaving behind the forest for good now and heading towards the savannah. The savannah has a completely different ecosystem. And with different ecosystems come different animals. For example, you're not going to see giraffes in the forest. They would get hit in the face by branches every 2 seconds. And you won't find bongos or okapi on the savannah. They'd freak out from all the open space. With different ecosystems also come different plants. Some of these plants, like this tree here towards the right, look kind of weird. That's a baobab tree. Also called the upside down trees. Baobabs can survive long periods of drought by storing water in their really big trunks and by going leafless 9 of the 12 months of the year. Check out this gorgeous view of the savannah. These grasslands stretch for hundreds of miles and are a migratory superhighway for the millions of animals that live here. It's home to some of the more famous animals, like lions and cheetahs, elephants and giraffes. All sorts of antelope and gazelle call savannah their home, and even the occasional monkey and rhino make their way on through. With all the animals that live out here, you probably see why this is the wild Africa we are working so hard to conserve. Now, cool thing about savannah, the savannah comes with landscapers. For example, look at the leaves in the trees. Those leaves all end at pretty much the exact same height. Give or take a foot or two. That's not coincidence. That's giraffes. Giraffes are a bit like pruning shears. They eat the leaves on the underside of the trees, giving the trees a very thin, even canopy. A thinner canopy means more light can stream on through, and the more light coming through hits the grass underneath, and those grasses start to grow and spread. Well, a growing grassy lawnmower of some sort. Out here lawnmowers are antelope and cattle. They eat the grass, keep it nice and short and neat and tidy. In fact, over towards your left is a very tiny lawnmower. There's a small little tan black and white animal over towards our left. He's a tiny guy. That is a Springbok, a type of gazelle. He is a whopping 1.5 feet tall. But the Springbok is springing to the air 10.5 to 11 feet. That little guy can jump clear over this truck. Won't even phase him. You'd be like, come on, give me a real challenge. All these kind of weird looking reddish orange mounds are termite mounds. They're made out of a mixture of termite saliva and dirt. And when they dry, they're about as hard as concrete. Elephants use the larger mounds as back scratchers. Keep a lookout for giraffes around here. We only see Maasai giraffes out here on the reserve. Maasai giraffes have very jagged edges to their spots, and they're kind of short. Only about 12 to 18 feet tall. For a giraffe, that is tiny. Alright, ahead of us I see some Angolan cattle, some wildebeest. Oh, there's a giraffe! Giraffes live in groups called towers. By one giraffe, there's usually a few more hanging out not too far away. So the animals up ahead, we're going to start from the left, not from the right, and work our way left. So there's some silvery gray animals with funny little horns and long white beards. They're between 2 patches of grass, over towards your right, just around the corner. These are wildebeest. Wildebeest have one of the largest migrations in Africa. Their migration covers almost the entire continent of Africa. The cows with the big horns are Ankole cattle, the only domesticated animals on the reserve. Ankole cattle horns are about 6 feet long and 22 inches around. And of course, giraffes. Do y'all see the babies out there too? Giraffes are only about 6 feet tall at birth. And they grow pretty quickly. A giraffe is fully grown at about 2 to 3 years of age. Believe it or not, humans and giraffes have the same number of bones in our neck. Both only have 7 cervical or neck vertebrae. Our vertebrae are teensy tiny, barely 1.5 inch big. But giraffes' vertebrae are huge. Think bigger than your head huge, which is why their necks are so much longer than ours. Look at the babies, they're so cute. Let's go find some monkeys. We're now approaching Monkey Point. Monkey Point is named for the troop of mandrills that occasionally gather over here. Mandrills are Africa's largest monkey, but they're kind of shy. Monkey Point is also the beginning of elephant country, so you never know. You might get to see an elephant or two as well. Let's look over towards our left for some monkeys real quick. Mandrills are dark brown monkeys with little white ears, and they're known for their beautiful red and blue noses. The most dominant male mandrill has the most beautiful red and blue nose of all. And a matching big blue booty because, hey, why not? There's one monkey on the clearing, one by the rocks, a few more by the bushes. These are all female mandrills. They're only about 30 or so pounds. The males are a bit bigger at about 100 pounds. Mandrills are terrestrial monkeys that actually live on the ground. As a result, they have smaller tails and shorter arms than arboreal monkeys who live in the trees. Across that lake, I see elephant tracks. There's actually road tape leads right across the lake. Let's go hop on over there and find the elephant that made those tracks. Wait, what? Oh no, come on, are you kidding me? It says the road is closed! It was open yesterday! There was also a bridge there yesterday. Looks like we're now going this way. And I've never actually gone this way before. Anybody happen to have a map on them, by any chance? GPS? Look, it's out here. We're gonna wing it and see what happens. Can't be that bad, I mean, right? Uh-oh. Okay, this bridge right here kinda looks like it's being held up with bits of wire and prayer. It could be dangerous, so I'll go first.
Yeah.
And don't mind these sounds. These sounds are probably normal. This bridge is... Whoa! Oh my god, let's right. That was a bit too close. Let's get out of here. Did we lose anybody? Raise your hand if you fell off. Oh dear, sorry. Oh, but check it out. Tusk marks on the red clay. Elephants eat this red clay to get their vitamins. That usually means they're somewhere nearby-ish. Look over towards your left. Babies. Now the elephants are being taken by humans. They're by poachers or legal hunters who hunt the elephants for tusks, which are made of ivory. They're also being threatened by humans encroaching upon their lands, mine coltan. And it's a metallic ore used in cell phones, laptops, and a whole bunch of electronics. As the need for coltan increases, people are getting closer and closer to elephants. That leads to confrontations. A really easy way to help elephants out is to recycle any electronics you might have. Coltan's not going to be reused, people don't mind as much of it, and the elephants keep their land. We are somehow getting the radio.
Wow.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the music.
Now
That is a duck. Up ahead is a fabulous, flamboyant of flamingos. Flamingos are not born pink, they're born like grayish red buzzballs. Get the gorgeous pink color from the beta-carotene in the brine shrimp to eat. These are greater flamingos. They're the sweet ball flamingos, but they're also tallest. They're about 5 feet tall, yet they only weigh 9 pounds. Those little white birds are not flamingos, they're ibises. They came all the way here from Florida. We are now entering white rhino territory. White rhinos, despite our best efforts, aren't beat on poachers. Poachers hunt the rhinos for their horns, which are made of keratin. Keratin is the same exact stuff that makes up our hair and fingernails. For some reason, rhino horns are quite valuable on the black market. There's a muppet over towards our left, and rhinos love the mud. Well, not too far away, we can't track a rhino down. If y'all see one, let me know. They're kind of hard to miss. They're about 5,000 pounds, grayish white, size of a small car. They look like really chubby unicorns. Also around here though, friends, look out for some cheetahs. They occasionally found this area. The cheetah is the fastest land animal in the entire world. They can run about 60 miles an hour for about 300 to 400 yards. For a quarter mile, they can actually outrun your car. Now they're built for speed. Their sleek bodies will cut down on air resistance. And their spines are flexible, giving the cheetah a 20-foot long stride while running. Now there's one lying down over towards our left. There's a tree that forms like a fork in the middle. You can maybe see that tree's forked. Towards the left of it is the cheetah. She's like a gold stripe on the ground, and her gold bald head is sitting up. She was watching us, now she looked away. Straight across from us, see a patch of sunlight, that strip of sunlight? She's right behind that strip of sunlight. The cheetah is the only primarily daytime hunter amongst the big cats. Most big cats at nighttime, they're nocturnal. And speaking of big nocturnal kitties, this right here is a Topi. Topis are large rocky outcroppings in the savannah. And lions love them. They can see for miles and miles from the top of Topi. Our best shot seeing a lion is hopefully somewhere around here. Lions are generally inactive for about 18 to 20 hours of the day. They could be sleeping. If they're sleeping, they could be pretty hard to find. Oh, zebras. So, zebras. Are they black with white stripes? Or are they white with black? The answer lies in the zebra's nose and tails, both of which are black. That tells us zebras are black with white stripes, so well done, guys. Any cats over here? Come on. Oh, you sound asleep.
Ah, there he is.
That's the male. He's pretty young too. His mane is still pretty blonde. As lions get older, their manes get darker and darker. He's probably 6 years old tops. There are some warthog burrows over here towards our left. Oh, and the warthogs are having a bit of a snooze. You can see Mama Warthog and her piglets over towards our left. There's a big fuzzy pile of brown over there. At 100 pounds, warthog's Africa's largest burrowing animal. Towards our left are ostrich eggs, biggest eggs in the world. They're about 3 to 4 pounds each. And towards our right and our left are Addax. Addax are beautiful tannish white antelope with long corkscrew horns. And they're kind of amazing. You see, Addax do not have to drink. They get the water they need from the food they eat. So zebras are equines like horses. Technically it comes out the zebra and run off with one. I do Not recommended. Zebras are more stubborn than mules, and their hind legs are so powerful, they can break a lion's jaw with a single swift kick. So zebras are actually pretty tough. We're headed towards a relatively new part of the reserve called Magadi Glen. We got it about 2 or 3 years ago or so, and I've heard rumors that some animals are making themselves quite at home. I'll be kind of pop up by and try to find some of these animals. I see a squirrel. That's really exciting. Are those rumors seriously about squirrels? Looks like it. Lame. Looks like it's time for us to wind our way back up to the nearest sports post. From there's a very short walk back to Harambe Village.
We're all good.
Our main goal here is conservation. And to learn more, there are conservation experts located at Rafiki's Planet Watch. Also at Rafiki's Planet Watch is a wide variety of animals. There's a wonderful petting zoo there called the Affection Section. It's a behind-the-scenes look at Disney's Animal Kingdom. There's a veterinary office there, and if you're lucky, you might see a tiger is cleaned, or a bat in for its semi-annual checkup. As our Rafiki's Planet Watch. If you're gonna find some more amazing African animals, I recommend the Pangani Forest Trail. It's a short walking trail both wheelchair and stroller accessible. Some of the highlights is the underwater hippo viewing area, an entire gorilla family, naked mole rats, meerkats, and some more zebras. Also, on the Pangani Forest Trail are baby animals, including baby gorillas, baby zebras, and baby meerkats. They're really cute. To find this trail, go the big hill and turn left to strollers. So we turn right to strollers, my bad. Do you know anywhere else? Okay, no, the big hill and turn left. So turn right to strollers for Pangani Forest Trail, turn left everything else. But our journey has come to an end. And here in Harambe, we don't say goodbye. Goodbye is far too sad, it's far too final. We instead use a Swahili phrase, kwaherini. It means go well. So kwaherini, everybody.
Kwaherini.
Once again, my name is Eileen. Come back and see us again soon. Jumbo, Melissa. That's on.